Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Alex and today we're going to talk about the new Tudor Black Bay Pro, and I finally have it on my wrist and I'll give you my honest opinion. Many people were wishing for Tudor to release a 39mm GMT watch this year and they got what they asked for. When I first saw the Tudor Black Bay Pro from the press releases, I was very excited. I talked about this watch in one of my Watches and Wonder recaps videos. I'll leave the link up here and also in the description. I told you guys that I wanted to have it in hand to be able to size the watch to fit my wrist before I gave my final verdict. And the day has come to give my final verdict on the Tudor Black Bay Pro. As I told you, I was excited when they released it because I'm a huge fan of the Rolex 1655 Explorer 2. Those are now well above 20,000 euro, so I'll leave that watch to the dreams for now. So when they released this, I was excited because obviously the design features of the watch are very similar from the Tudor to the Rolex. From the specs, it's a 39mm case, 47mm lug to lug, and the thickness that is the big talking point of this watch is 14.6 millimeters. Let's start with what I like about the watch, and I'll give you what I don't like about the watch, and it won't be that shocking perhaps to some of you. What I like about the watch, and that's just my dog playing around. What I like about the watch is the looks of it. I think it's really nice. It got this vintage touch with a few contemporary touches to it. So we have the 39mm case with a fixed stainless steel bezel with the hour markers engraved. One funny fact about this bezel is that the font on the numerals are not the same. I'll give you a couple of macro shots here where you can see the differences. Anyhow, black matte dial and orange snowflake GMT hand, snowflake hour hand. So it's very Tudor in that sense. It also have a nice feature that is the lume plots that are solid lume. There's no outer rim in white gold or steel, which gives the lume plots a very nice legibility, and also it looks cool from different angles. The dial on the hands, the crown is new, it's more easy to operate. The stainless steel bracelet still has those rivets that you can find in the Black Bay 58, which I'm not a super huge fan of, but I mean, I don't really mind them too much. So all in all, the package is really nice. I like the looks. I really like the new clasp. The T-fit clasp is superb, because in the past the Tudor clasp has always put me off a bit. I don't really know why, it's just how it operates, I guess. But this is more like the flip lock clasp from the Rolex watches, and it looks really nice and has this glide lock feature so you can easily adjust it a couple of millimeters. Listen guys, I really want to like this watch, and I really do like this watch, but the thing that put me off from actually purchasing one is the thickness, and it's no shocker. When I've sized this watch to my wrist, I have a 6.5 inch wrist, which is 16.5 centimeters. I still think it wears nice when you look at it from the top. However, the problem kicks in when you look at it from the side. And for my wrist, it's a bit too thick. I usually wear smaller watches, vintage watches. I really would like a modern watch that, you know, has 200-meter water resistant, that you can splash around with in the pool, that you don't have to care that much about if it takes a beating. But the thickness is what puts me off. And also I've noticed now, since I've been wearing this watch for a couple of days, it is a bit top heavy also on my wrist. I don't know if that would be the case on the rubber strap, the fabric strap, or the leather strap, but on the bracelet it's a bit top heavy as well. So overall, I really like this watch, and I wish they made it a bit slimmer, because if they did, I would definitely purchase one. So, I mean, on the Pro side of the watch, it's the 39mm case size, it's the nice vintage touch to it, it's the solid lume plots that are really cool, I really like them, and the clasp especially. The clasp is phenomenal. I really enjoyed this type of clasp, but on the downside for me it's the thickness and it's the fact that it becomes a bit top heavy on my wrist. But before you make any judgments, I suggest you all that you actually try this watch on, because maybe you're totally fine with the thickness, maybe you don't mind it being a bit thicker, maybe you're used to other Tudor watches that are usually a bit thicker, and for me that's not really a Tudor person, it is too thick. Alright guys, that's just a quick take on the new Tudor Black Bay Pro. I'm glad I had the chance to spend some time with it on my wrist for a couple of days, and it's a stunning watch, and I'm pretty sure it still will sell a lot, even though it's a bit on the thick end. So let's just hope in the future that they can make this exact watch in a slimmer case, and I'll be the first one to purchase it. Alright guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you liked the video. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I see you next time.